Mickey Dickey here, giving an update on what stocks I'm looking at this week. Now, please understand, these are not stocks I'm recommending. These are stocks that I'm looking at to see trends so I can help my clients and help them invest their money appropriately. Now, what I look for are stocks that are giving earnings in the next week or two, and I try to look at the stocks that are coming out 2 weeks ahead to see how they perform the week leading up to their earnings. And then I look at the stocks when they come out with earnings, because the earnings gives us, the sales, gross sales, net profit, and then guidance. And the world we're in right now, guidance kind of means a ton. But what's going to be interesting about the stocks I'm looking at this particular week is they give, again, very wide variety. So as an example, on the 24th is a big day. You've got Microsoft, you've got J&J, you've got Verizon, you've got Raytheon, you've got Lockheed Martin, Union Pacific, American Express, 3M, D.R. Horton. On Monday, you've got IBM, which again, Monday's normally a very limited day. There's not usually a ton of stocks that report on Mondays. But Wednesday, you've got Tesla, you've got Abbott, you've got AT&T, you've got Boeing, you've got Kimberly-Clark, you've got Las Vegas Sands. On Thursday, you've got Intel. Now, what this gives us is a very broad perspective. I mean, Kimberly-Clark coming right off of the edge of Procter & Gamble. That's why I'm looking at to see how Kimberly-Clark goes this week when Procter & Gamble's reporting on the 19th. How does that work? How does it go? Again, what kind of guidance does it work off with Procter & Gamble? Or consumers trading down, so to speak? Tesla's going to be interesting to see how that trends this week. I mean, it's just been hammered lately, and if it continues to hammer, at some point does it bottom? Soft's going to be interesting because it's been hammered lately, and we can talk about whether that's an important one or not as far as being hammered, and whether it's a buy time or not a buy time. But having this wide of a variety in a very short period of time with, again, not a ton of stocks. We're just now starting to get in the meat of the earnings season, but to be able to hear from Verizon, Defensive Plane, Raytheon, and Lockheed, Union Pacific for the railroads, Microsoft for big tech, 3M for materials, the builders. It's going to give us a nice idea of what's really going on in the overall market. But again, more importantly, this particular week is really about how the market ends up reacting to what happened to inflation and the banks last week in the overall market. So it'll be interesting to see how many stocks buck the trends. So what I'm looking for are trends. If the S&P 500 ends up going up this week or down, and we see stocks that do the opposite, or the stocks that are following it. Following it's not as important to me as the ones that are bucking the trend. And again, not that that's good or bad. It's just going to be interesting to see, if the market's going up and Microsoft's going down, why? And is it just how people's perception of those individual stocks? So those are the stocks I'm looking for this week to see what's going on with those and any trends that might be of any interest. Dickey out.